What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Ross Customs. Today we're doing episode 2 of the basic maintenance series that I started. Last video we showed you guys how to reset the maintenance light and also how to check the oil level. Some people were saying, you didn't even change the oil. I know. That wasn't the title of the video. Today we're going to be changing out the cabin air filter. Again, it's not super technical, but it is very simple to do and also very, very important. A lot of people do tend to skip over the cabin air filter, and even to the extent of people not even knowing it exists. And this is very important to the vehicle because it can kind of help with the smell inside your vehicle sometimes. A lot of people will just kind of spray air freshener and have the, the little trees kind of go inside the scent trees inside their car, and they can't get rid of that nasty smell. A lot of the times it has to do with the cabin air filter. So if this somehow came across your feed and you don't know what a cabin air filter is, please watch, because you probably now need to change it. If your friends get in your car and they make this face, something probably smells. So this might be the first thing it could be. If it's not that, something died underneath your hood. And if it's not either one of those two, maybe you're the stinky friend of the group and maybe you need to shower and put on some deodorant. If they're making that face outside of the car, that's a whole different problem. I'm sorry. But today I'm going to show you guys how to change the cabin air filter, of course. So right now my vehicle is sitting down in the garage. I've got the filter in there. So we're going to go ahead and jump downstairs to get started. Here in my garage, we got the car, and of course we're going to unlock it, and then we're going to be on the passenger side. This vehicle, the cabin air filter is on the passenger side, and I've got mine sitting right there waiting for me. How convenient. So now that you're on the passenger side of the vehicle, of course we got the glove box right here for you. So first step, what you're going to want to do is you're going to open up the glove box and you're going to see all your trash that's in there. I'm just kidding. You might not have trash in there, so let's go ahead and clean this up. So now that you've got your glove box all empty, what you're gonna do is off to the right side over here, there's gonna be this little plastic bar. So there's this little plastic bar. Literally all you're gonna do is pull on it to the right, and it's gonna kind of snap off. It's not gonna break or anything like that. Anybody should be able to do it unless you're like an 80-year-old grandma, in which case you're probably not doing this. But what you're gonna do next is you're going to then take both hands here. You're gonna squeeze the glove box a little bit. It doesn't need a whole lot of pressure, just a little bit, and then it should all come down. So you can just see right here, pull it inwards or push it inwards on both sides and pull it down. As soon as you let the glove box either come off or just drop down, right here is gonna be the cabin air filter housing. So what you're gonna do to take it off is just on this very end, again, the right side, you're just gonna squeeze, pull it forward, and then pull it off, and it's just gonna come right off. You can put that anywhere you want, whatever works best for you, so that way you don't lose it. And then of course the actual tray for the cabin air filter is sitting right here. Now you can take a look at mine. This one's really not all that dirty. We're starting to see only some slight buildup, but if you kind of look through the rest of it, it's very minor. The thing is, I like to keep my car super clean. I try to clean it almost every day to make sure that there's no trash or anything like that in my vehicle. And it's kind of like cleaning a house. You never want to wait until it's like really, really bad. You kind of want to do it preemptively. So that's just how I look at it. That's why it's called maintenance and not waiting till your stuff breaks. Do keep in mind, it does have a label which way is facing upwards. So when you put the cabin air filter back inside the vehicle, you want to make sure you put the tray on its right side up. So really all you're just going to do here is just pull it and pull it upwards, just like that, and it comes right out of the tray. Now do keep in mind that some vehicles will actually have and tell you which way the cabin air filter should be placing for the airflow. Like for instance, this one says airflow going downwards here, but I believe this one should be facing upwards just like this. So you want the airflow to point with the arrows here. So let's go ahead, and what you're gonna do is there is this little slot here. So you can go ahead and turn it around, and then you'll make sure that once again, that the arrows are matching. You're just gonna place it inside, and on the back side here, there should be in between the filter, little filter thingies, whatever you wanna call them, slots, I don't care. It should just kind of fit in between one of them, and then it should easily just set down right inside the actual filter housing to where it's nice and flush, just like this. And ta-da, you've changed out your cabin air filter. Now you just redo everything you just did. So the tray, when you put it in, it's kind of wonky sometimes, but you're gonna wanna make sure that when you do put it in, what I like to do, the few times I've changed it, is I'll kind of start at an angle like this, and then I'll push up and then push back. You can kind of see how it's very flush and how it's floating. What you don't want is it to look like that, because then it's not in properly. So once again, just to show you guys, at an angle, push up, and then push back, and then you're good. You'll just kind of put those two slots in on the left, right that, and then just click it into place. And then you'll hook up the arm right back here. And the good part about this is once you've taken it out, you could literally just push your glove box back in and you can see it's completely functional. And ta-da, you've completely and successfully changed out your cabin air filter on your 2022 Toyota Corolla. So yeah, very simple, nothing super crazy. Thankfully, you don't have to be a genius to change out your cabin air filter. Anybody can do it. I would say if you didn't know what a cabin air filter was before this video, please go check yours now, see if it's dirty, and if it needs to get replaced, go ahead and replace it. You know, you don't want to wait too long. You don't want that stench to get worse in your car. This one would cost me like 26 bucks, but I do live in California where everything costs an arm and a leg to do. So if you're in a different state, it might be a little bit cheaper. You can get them for cheaper on like certain websites, but do keep in mind that, you know, different brands, even if they have lower prices, might mean a lower quality product. So, you know, especially with vehicles, you might want to have to spend that extra dollar, you know, to get that higher quality product. Even if it is just a filter, you know, I feel like that status of just, you know, making sure your car has quality stuff on it is very important, especially because most people use it to get from point A to point B. You don't want to half-ass your vehicle maintenance. You know, just make sure it's all taken care of, and, you know, hopefully in the long run, it'll save you some money. But again, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and if you guys did, please leave a like, consider subscribing, and then we'll see you on the next one. Have a good one.